Okay, so, Sylvie was being bullied after they fought a goose, and then they met this horrible woman, and she was mean to her too. And then you guys went to the pet store without her, and then Malzahar sold Sylvie's goose egg without even talking to her about it. And then she tried to make a wish to bring Maidson back, yeah, and then that didn't work, so she can't walk now. And then she got left on a clothes hanger and missed choice. And you guys tried to abandon her, so she cast fly and went to the castle because she's sad.
Yeah, so she is ahead of you guys. Because she's flying.
Oh, that's right. Selfie can fly now. Hi, Selfie!
She does not say hi back.
How high are you in the air?
Probably didn't hear me. Hi, Selfie!
It would just be high enough to, like, travel there. She's not trying to go super high. Like, just along the road.
Cool.
She looks bad, Malzahar. You should speed up.
Wait, what? I hadn't noticed that she flew overhead.
Look right there. She's going so fast.
I point at her.
How high up is she? Sorry, did I miss that bit?
She's just a few feet above the road.
Oh, well, I guess I see her then. It's like, oh, hello, Sylvie. Weren't you at your mother's?
She's gone. She left.
Oh,
she's went to wherever we're going.
I lean over to Miles and I'm like, I think you fucked up.
What did I fuck up?
I don't know, but like, no, you got to go talk to her. That might not be a good thing if you just leave it. But she's mad.
Why me?
It's worse when you don't know what you did.
Because she's, your side piece.
My what? No.
I don't know. What is Sylvie to you, actually?
A comrade?
Question mark?
I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, yeah, comrade.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not gonna. You know what? That's your relationship with her.
Well, I'm just being put on the spot here. I don't understand. Like, I hadn't really thought about anything else with Sylvie like that.
Does she feel the same way, or
aren't you guys married?
I don't know. What?
Maybe go talk to her because she looks pissed, and you're the only one that she really. I mean, like, she fawns all over you, dude.
I just thought she was rather polite. Huh.
No, man, I think if you said jump off a bridge, she might do it.
What? Jesus.
Trust me.
Well,
trust me.
I don't know. I continue walking towards the castle now. This is awkward.
I was gonna say. So as you guys, get to the castle, you are led inside. There's a bunch more people here, even though it's like late at night. People seem to be rushing around and stuff. But you were quickly recognized by one of the attendants, and obviously the princess as well. And they're like, "Oh yes, perfect. Your father's in a meeting. Like, he would very much like to see you. Like, go on to the meeting room." So you're led to the familiar Arendelle meeting room that you have all been to before. And as you enter, the room is lit by one of the fireplaces, and instead of everyone sitting at the table as it was normal, they're sort of congregated around as if it's been a rather long day. The music was really loud. On the table before you are a bunch of crystals that you guys have seen before, but however, unlike many of them, they're not, emanating a really strong light or anything as if they have any power to them. And as you guys enter, everybody turns towards you, and the king finally shouts, "Tora!" and runs across the room. It's like, "You're back! Oh my god, you're finally back! Where have you been? All of you, what have you done?"
Sophie bows.
I go to give him a hug.
I give a bow as well. What the?
I bow.
Stop, Chris.
Oh no,
I immediately hold Chris back. Like, what? No, stop that.
And he's like, "You are. Do you know how worried we have been? You left with a note that said, 'I'm off on an adventure.' Like, see you soon." All of you, what? You just thought it was okay to just bring her out?
It was not okay.
Your Majesty, in our defense, we only noticed upon arriving at our destination that the princess had joined us on the journey. And then it made little sense to really usher her away when we were confident we could keep her safe. And I'm like gauging the room here.
This isn't anybody's fault or anything. You just gotta cut the strings, old man. She's a grown woman now. She can make her own choices.
Okay, I start to try to cover Chris's mouth now.
You see the king put like his hand up to his forehead and sort of like scrunch his brows, and he lets out a big sigh, and he's like, "Oh, you can't leave after 14 years of being in the castle with a note that says, 'See you soon.' We were worried. You left. This isn't just something that's okay to do to other people. Princess, I think you should go to your room and think about what you did." And she sort of hangs her head to you, and she's like, they did good work. And I wanted to see it. I wanted to see the finality of the research I'd been putting in. And so I'm really glad I went. But I understand that I made you all very scared, and so I will go to my room. But that doesn't diminish what they got to do. They saved that boy, and I'm proud of them. And then she leaves.
That's true. I'm pretty disappointed in your reaction, and I'm gonna go to her room too.
Hey, no, once again, I'm like, can I pick up Chris now from the collar? Just pick him up in place? So
My
he's like
feet just
trying to
keep
walk,
moving.
but he's... I'm just like...
I'm like a dog that you hold over water. My feet are just like I'm still going.
Just like kicking his feet.
Oh my god.
The king's gonna like sit in the chair that's closest to him and let out like a really big sigh. Be like, "It's been a long day. So your mission was a success then?"
Yes, we were able to retrieve the young elven child, and we just dropped him off at his parents. Both sides super overjoyed to be back home. Totally cool with it.
Wonderful. That is amazing news. Lawrence, could you send out, a note or a missive or something to the family? I'm very glad you're back, and I know you all must be very tired. But we have another issue. Giovanna, if you could. And then he's going to get up and go to the couch. And Minister Giovanna will come over to you all.
Okay.
And she says, yes, very glad that you're all back. However, there is no time for the wicked, and it seems that we have another problem. The waters of Waterfell have run dry. She waits a moment for you all to gasp.
What?
I don't know if I know of this location, so I don't know how bad this is.
Is this like a metaphor?
No, it's one of our set of islands on the far eastern side. It powers all of the crystals, and she gestures at the ones on the table. For Arendelle and for all of our ships, they are our main source of electricity, or magical energy. With them dry, a lot of the runes that surround the island are beginning to fail because we don't have backup. So we need you guys to go to Waterfell immediately and find out what is stopping the water.
Right. Yeah, no,
You can count on us.
Sky? Yeah, okay. Yes.
Oh, I'm in.
Do you know where that is, Sky?
Do I know where? Does Sky know where this is?
Yeah, you would definitely know where this is, as well as Sophie will know. Giovanna will say that because this is lies under my jurisdiction as the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Yeah, I know this. This will be spearheaded by Malzahar, as you are, my disciple, or however you wish to call it, my attendee student. But there's one more thing as well. This isn't a normal act, and with the recent happenings at Harverton, we think that this could also include the wrongdoings of Clarence.
I
You think it's connected?
at the mention of Clarence.
Yes, we think it's very much connected. They're too similar. It's too detrimental to Arendelle having these happen right after each other. So, because it has to do with Clarence, this will also fall under the King's jurisdiction. So, you will be working as a team with Chris.
Me?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yes, so this quest will essentially have Malzahar and Chris as co-leaders.
I immediately just oh my
I'm getting
god.
paid for
First
this.
rule is nobody touches me.
No, Chris, we're co-leaders. We don't. It's not like you can set a rule that I can't.
We'll put it to a vote
You
then.
know. Oh my god. Yeah. Yes, we shall, Chris.
That's really
Working
great.
great together already.
So I'm going to show you guys the quest details.
Oh, sweet, great.
Is
Loving
there
this
payment
so
for
far.
this country-saving venture?
We
Reward?
haven't thought of what the compensation will be, but of course you will be duly rewarded for your efforts in the name of Arendelle.
Sylphie, we're not here for the reward. We're here to help the people and grow our fame.
I'm here for the reward.
Well, is there any other information you guys need, or can we send you on your way?
What time is it right now in the world?
What time is it? I would say it's definitely getting it on to late evening.
Okay. Would any of the stores still be open?
No.
Okay.
So we're
then,
sailing
yeah,
through the night, or is this like something that we do in the morning, or is this like urgent?
I think it's urgent.
It's fairly
Okay.
urgent.
Alright.
If you could sleep on the bed, or on the boat, on the bed.
How
That's
No
not
long-
an
beds
issue.
for you.
Oh,
Pack up as quickly as you can would be my recommendation, unless you need anything as you've just returned. If not, head out.
Sophie's flight ends and she just collapses to the floor.
Yeah. Oh my!
We all just
Oh
watch her
my.
turn into a pile of bones.
Oh,
Not like
God.
just
I'll
like the
pick- I'll-
collapse.
I'll pick up.
I go to
Sophie.
okay.
Or are you gonna levitate her and I can drag her like a balloon?
I'm too tired for that.
Alright.
Maybe it's best if you actually leave in the morning. It
No, we'll be
appears-
fine.
Well,
we'll head to the boat now.
she just collapsed. I feel
Oh,
really.
believe me, it is not
I'm
due
dying.
to exhaustion.
I
She
think
is
I'm
being
dying.
dramatic, and I'm walking away.
You see Morph following behind, as well as a corpse being dragged in the air. It's
Like,
I can't
by-
drag you too, Sophie. Keep up.
Gee, I think you guys should start thinking about what is another detrimental thing that can happen. There's a pattern here, so maybe we can get a step ahead. Maybe, I don't know what to do. Can you get rid of the air somehow? You guys brainstorm.
What?
That's
The
a
fuck
wonderful
going on?
point, actually, but it's impossible to be in all the places at once. But we can definitely come up with a list. Thank you.
See, guys,
All right, where's
next
this
time we
boat?
come back, we'll go and we'll try to catch him in the act.
Wait, does this have any effect on the Warforged, if I may ask?
The Warforged are powered by crystals. However, they have a internal recharging rate, so they don't necessarily need like the power of the water to recharge them.
Oh, okay.
It's built in because they have a somewhat soul. They're AI.
Yeah, they have a soul, Sophie Wings. They have a soul.
They do have a soul.
They do. I agree. She winks.
Why are you winking? I'm not
dying.
winking.
I'm dying. It's not my
Oh,
fault.
okay.
I'm twitching.
Yeah, we gotta get you to bed.
Wonderful.
Okay.
So you guys head out to the ship.
Yep.
Could I possibly give the like a guard to bring something to the princess?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask one of the guards to bring up like a little gift that Sky had. And I'd like him to just bring it to the princess.
Okay, perfect. He'll be like, yes. Send that to her right away.
Perfect, thank you. Guys, have a good evening. And I
Goodbye.
take off after these guys.
Are you guys on the deck now?
I don't see anything.
I think you guys are on the lower deck. Only Chris is on the upper.
I don't see the tokens at all.
Fuck.
Yeah, just see like
Yeah,
small.
I see me.
Clouds.
I am currently on the lower deck, and I am not allowed to. Oh wait. Oh, never mind. Attempt to move into a wall.
Oh, there I am.
Okay.
I was in the kitchen with Goose Blood.
There we go. And I moved my guy to the upper deck. Haha. I am the best.
Good job.
See it.
So proud of all of you.
I
Oh.
still don't see anything.
I'm just refreshing.
I was just gonna drag and drop you guys.
I'm alive.
Yeah, if you ever can't find it, try dragging your token again onto the screen and probably find yourself.
Okay, from the. Okay.
Yeah, I just did it for use. Adam, I don't know if you're there now.
I can't drag my own.
I should be coming back into it now.
All right.
Come on, man.
All right.
All right.
Same captain.
You're the sails, pull the ropes, and I like walk down the stairs.
What are you? I go to look for the captain.
I'm right here.
The captain's room is over on this side underneath here. You just have to open the door to get through.
Are you still carrying Sophie, or is she just like laying limply on the
No,
deck?
no. I had rested you somewhere. Right.
So you go into the captain's chamber and you find him asleep in his bed.
I bang on the wall beside his bed.
Oh, what? Jesus! What?
Unfortunately, there is urgent business that the hand of the princess has been sent to attend to. It seems the waters of Waterfall place. Waterfell, yes. They seem to have stopped, and it's causing quite a ruckus. So we need to go immediately.
All right, let's get going. And he
All right,
gets up
thank you.
and starts putting
I
on his
will-
pants.
I
Get
will get out there. Okay, can I leave? Can I? What
Yeah,
happened?
I don't know why the door got closed. But if you keep when you leave and then you close this door, that makes sure you don't
Yeah.
accidentally go down.
Oh yeah. Let's go
Wonderful.
close this door real quick so no gooses sneak on the fucking ship. Okay.
Did you guys fight the goose in the ship or on the ship?
In the ship.
Oh my
In
goodness.
a closet. It was like 6 squares.
Oh my god, it was terrible. It was fucking terrible.
I had so much fun. I thought it was a really great investment of time.
Mm.
Anyway, so you guys travel swiftly. Rathman gets everybody up from below deck, and with the help of all of you, if you want, actually, we can do this as some training, so you guys can put in some time at your.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so you
Yes,
guys can
please.
help out, and we can make a couple rolls to see if your training goes up.
I don't think so if we can. She's just she's just laying on the deck. She can't move.
Thomas comes up, the orc, and he's gonna lift you up very gently, Sophie. And he's going to like rest you against a wall, kind of like at the back of the ship. So you're not really in the way, and he's just like, there you go.
Thanks.
Poor thing's all tuckered out.
Sylvie's just gonna go to sleep and try and long rest.
Eventually, once like you guys get up and underway and stuff, he would like put you to bed. If nobody else did.
All right.
I don't remember. Did I make a sailing?
In this one? I know it's still in roll 20.
Haha, ship sailing proficiencies.
Okay. Apparently, I have +1 currently.
You have +1 currently, yeah. Chris has +2 in engineering. Sophie doesn't have any additional, and Sky gets to pick. So Sky, you can.
Did Sky not? Like I already took proficiency with like steering, I guess.
Navigation, I think, yeah.
Yeah, navigation.
Perfect. So
Ship steering's from like. Oh yeah.
How did I get a +2?
So we take 4 rolls in the specific, so like intelligence or acrobatics, depending on what it is. If you like pass all 4, you get a +2. If you pass 3 of them, you get a +1. Otherwise, you don't get any benefit if you only pass 2. And that's how you like improve in these skills.
All
So
right.
essentially,
what do you want me?
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Lauren.
it's okay. So you take the ship's helm under the direction of Rathman. Malzahar begins to run around untying the sails with the help of Thomas and one of the other crewmen, getting everything going. Chris, you go down to the engineer's room and begin to power up and unhood the crystals so you can take off swiftly. So everybody make me the designated role. So acrobatics for the sailor, intelligence for ship's helm, and intelligence for engineer.
Do I get the modifier of the ability as well? So like a +1?
Yeah, I have an engineering proficiency.
Don't.
Yeah, I think it's going to be its own. No, I feel like I had this written down.
Do we just roll a d20 plus intelligence? Or do we get a bonus?
I would have thought...
and
no,
plus
you
2?
do intelligence... Wait. Intelligence isn't... Like, acrobatics is one, but intelligence... You're just making an intelligence roll? You're not making... Like, am I rolling acrobatics or dexterity?
I think you're rolling acrobatics.
Okay. So then would they not roll something to do with intelligence just because, like, if they just roll intelligence, they don't get a proficiency bonus
Yeah, you're
on
right.
intelligence. Whereas I get a proficiency bonus on acrobatics.
I could use Arcana.
There should be a tools, like for the specific jobs. Like I have navigator's
Yeah.
tools and helmsman tools.
Yeah, and then like you get proficiency with it because of those tool sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like it should be its own roll then. So it's like a d20 plus the like for a sailor you get like a sailor +1.
Okay. So that is my proficiency.
Yeah,
Wait, so
yeah,
I'm not
essentially.
proficient, but that's what my skill level is. Okay.
Exactly. If you do have like proficiency with vehicles, water, or navigations tools, like those will give you proficiency in certain areas. But otherwise,
I would just change it then.
Yeah.
To like instead of
To not.
acrobatics, just make it to like a d20. D20 plus proficient or plus skill level, which is +1.
Lauren, what do you want me to roll for navigation?
So just roll a because you will say that you don't have any real experience getting taught right now. We'll just roll a d20 flat.
Did I not, like, from way back in the day, do like
I think
have some proficiency with like steering? Because I remember that.
that is true, and I do remember that we all did it, but I think we reset. Do you guys remember if I had you reset?
If you
Okay.
check it in the most up to date ones were in the roll 20. So I mean, you had changed them already in roll 20. If he has one in roll 20, it would probably be accurate.
Yeah, if you do have, what is it? Do you remember?
Well,
Nope. I'll go back and look.
Yeah,
That's
Senshi
unlucky.
and Malzahar, I think, had something to do with tying knots. They had like advantage on
Yeah,
tying knots.
I had a huge. I think I had way more than +1, but that was just on the tying of rope stuff. Actually, one sec. I am already in roll 20, so I can just check what was on my skill sheet.
And this was pre-Sylphie, so she wouldn't have anything.
Oh no, I have sailing +1, so I'm fine. That is exactly what I had, was sailing +1.
Okay. Adam, what was yours?
I'm just looking for it now.
Okay, sorry.
Oh no, it's nothing to be sorry about.
This is the skill challenge thing that you had us do, where we rolled a bunch to see
Yeah.
how good we do.
If you get a skill, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mine was intelligence plus proficiency when we made the tools. Plus, that roll doesn't count for me because I'm passed out.
Yeah. Yeah, you're just long resting.
I can't figure out how to roll it.
You can just use the flat d20s at the bottom. In the chat icon.
I see something. Navigation of steering advantage. It doesn't say what, like a +1 or anything.
Okay.
But I do
we'll
have the
just.
proficiency.
Do you have navigations tools? Because I think this is what I changed.
I'm looking back on Foundry then.
Either or, wherever your tools and proficiencies are written.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, I only just have a navigation of ship steering. I don't have tools to go with it.
Okay. We'll just start you off as a flat d20 then. So under the direction of Rathman, you take the helm. Feeling familiar with it, you pull out.
I pull out.
Yeah, so just roll a flat d20.
All right, 1 sec. I gotta find a D20.
And then Chris.
Our boat's like beep, beep.
Oh no, that's
beep.
D12.
By the way, I assume during these travels, like, it's gonna take how long? A while?
A fair. It was 4 hours to Harverton, so it'll probably be around like 12 hours to get to Waterfell, or you're actually going to the little village of Lodonair.
Oh, how do I? No, I don't want to do
It's a
that.
city here.
So to roll just a flat d20, so all of the dice are in a different
I'm
place.
trying. I'm sorry. I'm getting frustrated with it. Like it.
No, it's okay.
There we go.
They're in a weird place on this one. At the under the chat there's like little dice icons. You can click those multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to click roll, which I think is weird.
Yeah, I tried doing that, and then like for some reason it just kept adding up, and I was trying to like take
It takes them
away
off.
points. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. And then Chris.
I'm gonna roll my roll too.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Malzahar and Sky, you guys are kind of a little shaky after the very abrupt change of tasks, and you are very tired, so the collapse and everything. So you don't really like learn much on like taking off. You're very, and your mind gets so foggy. You're just kind of like, I did the thing, but I don't remember doing the thing. So you don't get any increases in this skill this time. And Matt, you do. You unhood those crystals. This is familiar, and you guys do like lurch out of the place and get on your way. So we will do this as you travel. If you guys just want to do like training and stuff like that, we can do this 3 more times to increase your skill level. Or you can take a long rest.
I would like to train.
Q.
Or train or whatever. Fuck.
Yeah.
I need a
Train.
rest.
Good. Sophie's resting. Mal's, what are you doing?
It says he's AFK in the chat.
Oh, it does.
He would likely train. He would try to get stuff.
So I was thinking I'll do short rests in between the training, but I won't do a long rest.
Okay, that works.
Oh, Lauren, do I still have the lamp, or did that like disappear?
I think you still have it.
Okay,
Unless, did somebody take it away from you?
I don't think so.
No, then you still have it. You just gonna sleep with your your lamp?
Oh no, I'm trying to make sure I'm not over capacity. How much would that weigh?
3 pounds. It's sturdy. So Malzahar and Sky decide to continue training as you guys all go back down to bed. So roll me another d20 as you guys begin to get lessons and fly across the land of Arendelle in the early morning. Again, it's early in the morning, and this seems to be very difficult. The task that you guys were familiar with last night and the days before just seems foggy to you. But you keep working at it, so roll me another one.
Well, just FYI, that's a 10. Because I get a +1. Does that make any difference?
No.
Okay.
Come on, Mouse, we got this.
Does 12 make any difference?
No, you got this.
A 12 does make a difference. This time, you, with Sky's words of encouragement, you are like, you know what? I too got this. I'm amazing. Look at me climb these ropes and tie these knots. Because that's what I think sailors do.
Yep.
However, Sky, you get really distracted with Mal's moving around those nets all hunky-dory. You know,
checking him out as he's doing. Oh, wow, sorry.
Yeah, you're just like, what? Oh, I'm driving. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And as you sort of think this, you do see a town appearing over a large golden lake at the edge of the islands. You're about here in your travels, and Rathman leans over and so takes the helm from you as he begins to take the ship down into Lodonair's area. So you guys failed most of them. You won't get any increase to your skills this time around, fortunately. But you did do good. It's beginning, it's about nighttime, but because of the way the city is located, it's sort of beneath the other side of Arendelle main island, and so nighttime comes quickly here. So you enter a very dark city, and it seems very gloomy. There's not a lot of noise about. Instead of, people being in taverns, it's just very quiet and bleak. You do see crows sort of flying around as well.
Lauren, do you mind if I quickly apply 3 of my hit die for the short rest?
Yep. There should be a little icon too to short rest on your character sheet. Yeah. And you guys can all eat and drink as well.
Did my long rest went through without any problems, right?
Yeah, no problems at all. You even awoke in a bed instead of just leaning up, so you don't have any kinks anywhere.
And
it automatically adds it to my health.
Are there effects from the lamp still, or have those worn off?
Yeah, those have worn off now. It was only about 2 hours, so if you'd woken up in the middle of the night to go pee, you could feel it.
Oh, there we go. Beauty. All right, perfect. 3 was exactly enough. Okay.
Full health now?
Yeah, well, close as I'm gonna get.
Nice.
Oh god. Oh, interesting city.
It's so dark here.
Where the heck are we?
Oh, I don't have you guys on the street. Da-da.
Oh, I see Chris. Okay, and there's moi. Okay, perfect. We don't need other people.
Why always gotta do this so early?
Well, I hope they sent a message ahead. But it's Chris. Without the water from this place, I guess they can't power a lot of the stuff in Arendelle. That means no lights in your favorite drug den. Or they might not even be able to produce said drugs.
Really, drug den?
I don't know where you go, Chris.
What do you call it?
You go to my concerts every night.
Okay, your drug cafe. I don't...
Dolores's? Anyway,
Yes.
I think we're getting sidetracked.
Okay.
We should probably
I'm gonna-
meet up with the Oh, I don't know if there's a contact, actually, Malzahar. You guys are the leaders. You guys lead on.
Let's ask to immediately talk, I don't know, to someone. I approach the guards.
They'll recognize us.
Yeah, no duh. Okay.
Who goes there?
Hello, sir. I am Malzahar, and these are my companions. We are the Hand of the Princess, an adventuring party of sorts. We've actually been sent on official business by, well, the King of Arendelle and Council.
Are you here about the water problem?
Yes.
Yep.
No,
We were
we're
sent
here
to
to
help in
fix it.
any way possible. Yes, as my co-leader said.
Wonderful. This is very dire. The town is beginning to, I don't know, get really nervous.
Is
to
there
worry.
someone we should talk to immediately?
Yes, you should talk to. Fuck, what did I name him? Nargle. His house is up on the hill towards the back by the dry riverbed.
Okay, so okay, so fuck. What did we name him? Nergal.
Nergal.
Is where? Through the.
Go straight down the path. When you see the fountain, turn right. He's off the road a bit up on the hill.
We will head there immediately. Assuming no one else has anything else to add here.
Nope.
And I run.
Hey.
He's like, thank you for helping us.
Chris, you seem to know where you're going.
Does
Oh, God,
anybody have
Chris
a
does not.
torch?
I'm looking for a hill.
Why do you need a torch?
But it's
Yeah,
dark.
why do you
Is it
need a
dark?
torch? It's what? No, it's not that bad.
It's
Oh wait, I can
lit
see in the
pretty
dark.
well.
Never mind.
Oh my
I
god.
don't have dark vision.
All right, so wait,
This,
no,
is the, this is the fountain.
you said up
Feel it,
this
like,
way.
Splash the water.
Up this way. Do I see these demon things?
Those are kobolds. They seem to be standing guard by the bridge.
Don't say that.
Okay. And okay. I walked by, heading towards this house up the rocky path.
Oh, it's so steep.
Okay.
So as you get up to the top, you see a very well-made stone and wood building here. And as you sort of follow the pathway that's lightly used, not a lot of people appear to go this way. You could turn the corner to knock on the door, and before you stands a very large bugbear.
Oh, hi.
Whoa.
Oh, good sir.
Trespassers.
Not
We are-
quite. We were. Oh, yeah. Sky, go ahead. Sorry.
We are so sorry for disturbing you. We were told that we were supposed to meet what was his name again, Mouse?
What the fuck did we call him? Nurgle.
Nurgle? Is this Nurgle's abode?
Yeah, I'm Nurgle.
Oh, you're who we need to see then. We're the Hand of the Princess.
You're a hand of what?
We're some of the, I guess, some of the Princess of Arendale's special, I guess, I guess, I don't know what we call ourselves.
Sky.
We're the problem solvers.
You guys know.
We were sent by the king to assist in the issue regarding the lack of running water.
He takes one very large hand and sort of scritches the bottom of his hairy chin. He's like, okay. Oh, water's not coming out of the hole.
Have you looked into why?
Well, we can't go too far in because the quasits like to breed in there, and they're real nasty biters.
So if we were to help with the closets, we could send some people in to figure it out.
You do.
We would go in and figure it out.
That's true. I
Just
vote
us.
with the bugbear.
Wait, Chris, you would be coming with us.
That sounds like a job for Balzar. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Is this going to be one of those vote situations, maybe, Chris?
Maybe. Me and Sylphie might be
Okay.
able... Oh, and Sky, too. Well,
Oh,
you take your pick of who goes with you. The rest of us can try to get these wheels spinning.
What do you mean? They spin with water. That's obviously not present.
Oh, Balzar. I'll show you.
I want him to try and persuade me of this. Maybe I fall for it. I don't fucking know. I don't know how these wheels work.
I mean, yeah, you don't know how these wheels work.
Nah, I don't trust Chris though. As far as I can throw him.
I just like
Which
walk
actually is pretty
outside
far.
towards the wheels.
Tries pushing them, falls in the water.
So, Nurgle, which way was it? Is it just through the pass over here?
I'll
Can
take
I
it.
like signal to like over here? Oh, okay.
And this guy is not a token, so I have trouble moving him. One sec.
Okay.
Yeah, there
You
we
can
go.
theater of the mind. Or, oh.
Yeah, let's just theater of the mind. That's
He just
easy.
points his giant spiky morning star. He's like, that way.
That way. Watch the road. It's slippery up there.
Is the town not providing us with any like supplies?
What do you need? You didn't come prepared?
Well, I don't know. I expected like a mission from the king
Don't-
to have
don't
like,
mind
direction to the
her,
nearest
she's
inn
just-
might be-
You're new, aren't you?
direction to
Do you guys need to rest?
I
No.
slept on the boat ride.
Sylphie, come over here and move this wheel.
Uh,
Show them what we can do.
oh. she doesn't really know how, so she's gonna like just try and like use mage hand to push this giant wheel, and it's not gonna do anything.
Exactly.
I would see the hand too, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can see the hand.
I think she's secretly joining you on your split mission into the hole. So, Sky, I don't know, blow on it or something. Use wind to spin these
I
things.
start walking. I grab Chris by the cuff again. And we're walking.
One.
All right. Well, thank you. See you later.
Goodbye. Good luck. Don't
Well-
ruin our town.
We'll try
When
not
I
to.
get to here, I will ask though, like, do we need to take a rest before we continue? I don't want to put you guys through anything you're not prepared for.
No. I was just wondering if there was an inn in town in case we wanted to do this in the morning or something. When there's daylight.
Yeah,
I
Malzah's
think we'll
pretty
be fine.
determined to solve this as fast as he can. We're going underground anyway.
All right. Torches it is.
Oh, torches.
And we're climbing the hill.
One.
Chris has his backpack, right? I look back and I'm like, wait, does Chris have his backpack?
It's back in air.
It's like blink, bling, bling.
No
bling. It's
way.
like an outline of where it should be.
Are you for real right now?
I don't think I brought my backpack with me. I might have.
So you don't have your pistol? You don't have...
I think I'd have my pistol and my dagger, but not like my oodles of drugs and clothing and stuff like that.
Oh, God. All right, let's go.
He's
I'm
like,
just like-
Als, I'm cold.
The whole way up, I'm like... fricka.
Wonderful. So you guys do find like a somewhat trodden path all the way up there, as if somebody checks on the opening quite frequently. It does appear, you know, you can slip every once in a while, but you do make it up to a very low portion of this mountain. Before it starts getting really chilly, you find an opening to a cavern that's very wet on the inside. And you can enter this place.
How do we do a torch so that we can light up where we are? I noticed it's faintly gray on my screen, but it's kind of dark.
Malzahar has zero fear of wet caverns.
What we notice as you stomp into this place.
No, yeah. Do we want to like do any preparation before we go in?
I'm ready.
Obviously, we know there's these creatures called What did he call those creatures? Quasics?
Quasits.
Quasits. Does anyone here know what a quasit is?
Isn't it that hard little candy that has like filling in it?
Well, I doubt they breed in this cavern hard little candies.
Does Sylphie know anything about those?
They appear to be water-dwelling creatures that normally feed on like fish and stuff like that, but they do have a nasty bite.
They're just
Sounds
bugs.
disgusting.
They're water bugs. They're big water bugs.
Okay. That doesn't sound so bad to Malzahar. They're big water bugs.
They bite.
When I encounter one and it's different, though, I'm going to hate you, Sylphie. I want you to
That's
know
That's
that.
an educated guess. That's an educated guess.
No,
I've never
too
actually
late.
Seen one. I've never seen one.
Travel through the subterranean river and locate the blockage. Remove the blockage without causing destruction to the dwellers of the river. Dwellers of the river or the town. Okay. Interesting. Oh, God, it's so loud. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God.
I don't have anything.
It is
that
very
loud.
loud in there.
Oh, did you actually go in there?
Oh,
Oh
God.
my.
What is so loud?
That was a lot of running water.
Okay. Is there another map? I assume that's
Yeah.
happening here as we... Okay. Oh, thank God.
There we go.
That is a very loud running water sound for a lack of running water.
Oh, my bad. I didn't even see them.
Oh, no, it's not a big deal or anything.
Wait, so who's leading?
I guess
Me.
I'll be in the front. Wait, really? You want to be in the front?
No, but I'm co-leader, remember?
Ugh. Chris, he meant who's taking point.
I can't see anything.
She,
This is my bad.
Oh, she. Apologies.
Mr.
Sky.
Cis White Man. All right, I will then give Malzahar a clap on the shoulder, and I'm going to give him Bardic Inspiration. Just in case he needs it.
Are we like staying here or are we all moving together?
Should we do a single file order? Maybe myself, then Sky, then Chris, then Sylphie?
Why don't you go and see if you can find these things?
Well,
Let's see if they're nice and stuff.
They're not nice.
Jesus.
They
What do you
bite.
mean they're not nice? They bite.
All right. I assume I have a torch lit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sophie will use control flames on the torch to make it double its normal brightness, like for visual purposes.
Ooh.
Want me to back you up, Mals, or?
Yeah, just
Thank you.
let's all move kind of together, but just follow my lead.
Okay.
Let's just do that. Okay.
All right.
Okay. And I start moving into the cave, Lauren.
Wonderful. See, I don't want to change the actual distance that you guys can see because that's difficult for all of you at one time.
Yep.
So we're gonna pretend that you can see as far as you can.
Okay.
So as you move forward into the cave, you know the remnants of running water have sunk in like the center portion of the cave. With like a channel there, and so there are raised portions. So as you sort of come forward, this upper portion here is relatively dry with a lot of like algae and stuff growing on it, but it does seem like a nice area. There is some water still remaining on the ground in front of you.
Well, assuming we're only here to really find out about the blockage, I'm just gonna probably
So as
slowly move
you
forward.
step forward into the water there,
If something drops from the roof, I was gonna say like I'm being careful of, especially of roof things.
Huh.
Oh,
so
no.
as you're looking
Okay.
up, out of the water comes this quipper, and it latches onto
Okay.
your knee.
What the fuck is a quipper?
Oh, shit.
Ah! What the?
It's
Okay.
like a weird fish thing.
Okay.
So
Mals, are you okay?
Rerolling
Yeah.
initiative.
Fuck. Fish bit me.
yeah,
Okay.
Ah,
Yeah, I'd like to shoot this thing.
What is initiative under on the things up top?
I have to.
Oh, here we go. Utility. Roll initiative. Okay. There is no active combat to counter in your currently viewed screen. So I think you have to put us into combat, then I can roll initiative. Ah, there we go. Roll initiative.
It's my turn.
Apparently 14.
Oh, that had a crazy noise to it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just going.
Roll initiative. Okay.
Okay. Why can't I roll damage for the Quipper attack?
Maybe because we weren't in combat yet.
Where's the initiative again
Like-
on your character sheet? I can't.
It's not on your character sheet. It's on the battle combat place right beside your name is like a dice. You can just roll there.
Oh, okay.
So you see where there's like inventory features, skills, saves, checks, conditions.
It should also be a
Utility,
plot
the very
point.
last one.
Oh, okay. There we go. Sorry, I just need.
Oh, well, hey, good roll.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool die.
Somebody's getting
Wait, what?
Where did that come from?
What?
That's my
What
dice.
is that?
That is
No
great.
way.
You put in a
Somebody's
sound
getting
file.
like what? What the fuck?
So anytime you roll a nat 20, or if I roll like anything from 1 to 5, you hear, "Boo this man!" Boo!"
God.
But yeah, you can add
Shame.
stuff.
Shame.
I have no shame.
You're just jealous.
I'm trying to roll the damage.
I want mine to be boom headshot.
That one
Well, that
missed.
missed.
Whatever. Let's see how much this is. 1 piercing damage. That's how much it takes off.
Ah, you little fucker. Can I?
It is
No.
Sky's turn. Oops, I killed Sky.
Oh, what?
He's dead.
Well,
Oh my
First-
goodness.
my first full session back, and I'm dead.
And goodbye, Sky. No, I'm kidding.
All right. Well, it was nice playing with you guys. See ya.
Oh my god.
All right. What am I? So that Quipper just jumped out of the water there.
Didn't
what,
even jump out. Hit me under the water.
There we
Oh,
go.
bit you under the water. I'm going
Probably.
to.
I don't know.
It's right there.
Uh,
Look at it. It's huge.
Probably hold an action to see if I can help Mal's in case something else jumped at him. I want to like pull Mal's back.
Okay. So he's like, ah! And you're like, oh my god. Malice.
Yeah,
you're
like
up.
my arms go out. I'm like, ooh. But I'm gonna hold an action in case like something bigger jumps out.
Alright. Huh.
You see the shadow of the Quipper swimming in the little pool beneath.
I think
you.
Am I overthinking this? When we read the quest description, it said, we need to not harm the, like, what was it, denizens of the cave?
Did it?
Am I
I don't
overthinking
remember.
these fish being, like, do I need to not kill these fish?
Go check the quest. It's gone now.
Where the fuck is this thing?
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to see it. I didn't read it, so I don't know what it says though.
I think Malzahar is questioning what he knows. And
Yep.
he has to make a decision.
Ah, fuck it. It bit me. Okay, I will take a swing. Where are these shadows, by the way? Like, where do I see these?
So you're sort of standing on like a little 5-foot square water puddle. So they're in there. It's not
Okay,
too
then
hard
yeah.
to see them.
I'll take a swing at the Quipper A.
If you move your person to like the side, I think you can see them. a
Oh,
little
I
better
can
to
see them.
target.
Yeah, okay. All right, I gotta target this guy. And then I'm going to do a twin blade attack at normal for 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits the
Okay. I'm not going to use any of my maneuvers, so just normal damage.
Hey,
I
shit.
obliterate the little
The blood
shit.
splat.
Is it dead?
It's dead.
Okay.
I like
Now,
look
Clipper
down
B.
horrified, and I look up, and I'm like, Mal's, why?
What do you mean?
Was
Why
it
it bit me?
Oh,
Where's
come
Clipper
on. That's
B?
just like, that's barely even anything. You just killed the. Whatever.
Oh, is Quipper B in the same spot?
Sort of swimming
No.
around.
I
It's little-
can't target Quipper B. Is what I'm saying.
Can you see it now? No.
Where?
Ah.
Oh, there we go. I target him, and this time I swing at the water, but I want to like make it's kind of like an attack, but I just want to splash the water at this one.
Okay, so you want to like non-lethally hit it?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
So make your
I'll just
attack,
roll-
but don't target it.
Oh, but don't target it.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I know it's AC. Otherwise, it'll I think auto hit.
Okay. Wait, what is? You must target a token before rolling attack. Really?
Okay, yeah, sorry, do it, but then don't roll damage.
Okay. Twin blade. Normal. For 12.
This one is
Kia.
faster. It manages to just skirt your water
Okay.
wave.
I didn't want to hit it either way, and then I'm going to use my mobility, and I'm going to jump to the side here out of the water. Or wait, I gotta not target. I want to move my guy. This guy, and I'm just gonna move like out of the water.
Cool.
Okay, and I'm like, there's fucking little bitey fish in the fucking water. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And I obliterated one.
Yeah, one is definitely dead. It's Chris's turn.
So how are we getting across here, guys?
How deep is it?
It's not that deep.
Like how many feet though?
Are we still in like turn
One.
order? Or...
Yeah, there's one alive.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot about that. All right.
Been a good time for Tammy to be here.
I like shuffle with my
Aw.
back against the wall. Like, are we going around? I'm not going in there.
Is there a path around the water along the sides?
Yeah, you guys could probably easily skirt this, especially getting up on like this little higher bluff here.
Yeah, that totally looks totally inviting and a trap. Okay, yeah. Well, obviously, unless you want to kill the combat now. Like,
Well, let Sophie go.
I keep
Okay.
skirting.
Oh,
Yeah.
if I can lead the way, I can freeze the water in front of us as we go.
Poor fish.
I look back
It-
like
The spell
what?
will fail if there's a living creature in it, so we'll know if there's something there.
I mean,
Is
I
that
guess.
after I walked across the water?
Wait, I didn't know they were gonna be like this close to the entrance. Yeah, so Sophie's gonna go along the side, and if we have to walk on water, she'll use shape water to try and freeze it before stepping forward. And if the spell fails, it means there's a living creature in it.
Cool. Sounds like a very good plan. So you guys can easily skirt around the side of this, the remaining quipper sort of beginning to swim in the blood of its companion. But as you guys go by, if any of you glance
gross.
back, it's eating it.
what?
Oh,
Bells, that
Alright,
could have been
I'll-
you.
No, I don't think I could hit myself that hard.
Is that shell like visible,
Shiny.
or is that just part of the map?
It's visible if you want to pick up a shell.
Oh my god.
Sky's gonna just scoot by, and she's like, "Ooh, shell!" And I want to grab it.
It's a little bit in the water, so like you scoop it up, but you see the quipper like run at your hand.
But I want to pull it, yank it back. Nah, let's try, you little fucker.
Sky, I can grab that for you if you want it.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You
I
mind?
have it buried under 10 pounds of sand.
Yeah, so Sophie's gonna try and grab it. If it's less than 10 pounds, she should be able to get it.
Yeah, this is a very regular little
Apparently Chris
shell.
decided to
So
take point.
you summon
Was it pretty?
Arcane
Chris,
Hand.
wait up for Sylphie.
And
Oh,
it-
what?
And it scoops up the shell for you.
And then I get
Aw, thank
Sky.
you. Yeah. This is pretty. I'm gonna turn it into a necklace.
Cute.
Make sure to
Gross.
check if there's anything inside, like a
Ooh, yeah, do that. Good call.
Okay. I don't know if Chris is moving too fast for Sylphie to do the whole water for
Yeah, I need to be in front for the water.
Chris,
freezing.
I
hold
think
up.
the puddle is only back where we were.
Oh,
There's not that much water here. It's a little mucky.
alright. If you want to take point, Chris, I'll follow.
I'm just skirting along the wall. You go wherever you want to go, man.
Yeah.
As you approach this intersection here, you do see a larger puddle of water sort of along the middle.
I like hold my fist up. Look back at Sophie and wave her out.
Okay, Sylvie goes to the front. Can she see how deep this is?
This one does appear to be a little deeper, as if something were inside. You wouldn't be able to see it.
Omega
Ooh.
Squad.
She
crispy
is
cock.
going to freeze as deep as she can, which would be 5 feet over the 2 squares in front of her.
So, like, this one and this one?
The one to the right of it.
Okay. So as you cast your freeze water, the first one freezes perfectly fine, but the second one sort of begins to solidify and then cracks open.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means there's a with fish thing in it.
I look
Oh,
at
shit.
Malzahar and wave him up.
You can also stand on my ice cube. They won't be able to get you on there unless they jump out of the water. Then they can get you.
I kind of
Well,
want to see it.
and I point over here. Is this also puddle? Could you freeze in that direction?
Sylvie will try and freeze that direction as well.
Because we could make a path across. Yeah.
So these
Okay.
two.
Cool. So the one in front of it also freezes without an issue.
Okay, so
All
now
right.
there's an ice bridge there.
So I'll move to the front. Oh my God, crickets! Lots of crickets.
What?
Okay. An audio cue happened when I moved up here.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I had that there. I wanted it on the whole map, but it's just...
Why can't I turn it down?
One sec, let me delete it.
I don't even hear it.
Must be nice. All right, but I was gonna ready an action so that if like something does actually occur, oh my God.
There, I think
Wait,
deleted
I can't
it.
select my token right now. What the fuck?
Are you on
You
the
good?
wrong?
No,
Token
I was right here. I was moving it before. Now I can't select it.
Try now?
Yeah. No.
The crickets got up. Rad.
The crickets got him. I was just ready in action to move forward though. Just if something did pop out. Okay, this one I can maybe move. What the? Nope.
No? This one. You are
There's
selected.
two of you. What?
Select a token.
Nope. No.
I gotta stop
I'm
smoking
trying
this
to
shit.
select, but it doesn't let me move it once
Like, I didn't change any of the stuff. Where do you want to go?
Be the sound thing broke me.
I deleted that, so it shouldn't be there anymore. Let's try moving you
Okay.
out of the sound thing. Maybe that'll help. Are you going up here? Or are you going to try to attack the thing in the water?
No. I would just try to get by. What the fuck? I would just try to get by and like without attacking it or fighting it if I could. I was just gonna ready an action to react if something came out of the water at me.
Cool. As you guys move by safely on Sophie's ice blocks, nothing comes out of the water at you, and you're able to safely get onto the more dry tunnel here ahead of you.
I can see a giant mushroom, guys. We should try to go through there.
The small
what do you
hole
mean?
in the wall, you're able to see a mushroom through to the other side.
Look at the
Oh, there is.
mushroom.
We can actually see. I thought that was just a map bug.
No, yeah, it is, but that's fine.
Dig, dig, and I start like scratching at the wall.
Okay. I refreshed and I'm fine now.
Oh, good,
so
good.
I'm gonna move forward and just be prepared as I move forward. Obviously, like I'm like really checking my corners as I move forward.
Wonderful.
Otherwise, I would get here. I assume maybe I see whatever. This is a closet apparently.
Yeah. So as you're going around, you peek around this corner and you do see at least one, I'm not sure how many you can see at your perspective there, but probably one or two quasits that are bouncing around on the drier upper area with a pool of water in front of them. If you glance around, you can see that some of them are eating, but these appear to be like larger, sort of like lizard cats is what I want to call them, with really sharp teeth and claws, and they're all webbed and sort of scary looking with their big ass teeth.
I would turn back to the group, put my finger to my mouth, like to make a motion, like a quiet, and then I would. Well, I feel like a torch is, because I assume I have a torch out. As soon as I step in, I assume they're like, "Ooh, bright colors." Otherwise, like I just try to scoot like up here without bugging them.
I can extinguish the torch temporarily.
Okay, so Sophie extinguishes the torch, and you try to sneak on by.
Yeah.
So you're going to roll me a stealth.
Okay.
What type of armor are you wearing?
Chain does not affect my stealth. Thankfully.
Ching, ching, ching.
Just normal. For 15.
I always forget where their passive perception is, sorry.
No worries.
God, I can hear the dice rolling.
Oh, God.
What if I do it like this? Can you guys see it?
No, just hear it.
So the one in front of you that's eating away on like the head of what you can only suspect to be a quiver, doesn't turn around as you pass. But as you get to like the second step there, you crunch on some bones beneath foot, and another one sort of turns towards you and goes, "Ah!" And we're gonna start combat.
Beauty.
What was that?
A lizard cat thing. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck?
Sorry, I think it's like prompting you guys to roll.
Yeah. Utility. Oh, God. What? How bad did I do? Oh, no, I did good.
Nice.
Woo!
All our dice.
Ooh ah, ooh ah. Wonderful. So, Mal's, you hear the screech of this thing signifying to all others that it has seen, prey of some sort, and you turn towards it, blades ready.
Okay. I'm gonna first move up a thing, assuming. Wait, what the hell? It's jumping all over the place. And I'll. What the hell? What the fuck are you yelling, Chris? Okay. Well, I'm just gonna take up like a defensive position, I guess, and ready in action to, if a quasit attacks me, I'll like fight back, but that's about it.
Cool. Chris, you're up.
Excuse me, Scott. Pardon me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Woo, cool.
Where are we going?
Well, first we should see if these things want to actually attack us, or if they'll let us pass by if we don't disturb them.
I'm just gonna go, I'll wait over here.
Oh God. Chris! Don't get too far! Chris! How can he move that far?
Yes, like 40 feet.
I dashed.
I just Why?
I'm like running down the hallway.
Why though? You don't know what's down there! Oh my God, I hope he dies.
Chris is... What can you see?
Yep, as far as I go. I just run down the hallway.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
Cool. So it's the Quasit's turn. It turns towards you, and it's going to try to scare you, Mouse.
Oh. Okay.
I feel like that's gonna be adorable.
So
I'm gonna
it's-
do the mummy thing. If it like,
And you failed. Oh no,
oh,
you passed.
wait, no, it
you
said I
passed.
passed. It said I passed.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm like, what are you talking about? No, can I do the mummy thing in reaction? You know, when the mummy pops out at like O'Connell is like raw, and he's like he raws back and then shoots it with a shotgun.
Yep, you can do that back.
Okay,
This little thing
I will do that.
screeches at you with a row full of teeth, and yeah, you.
I yell back. I just yell. Can I? Yeah, exactly. Actually, this is completely out of combat-y, but can I actually roll intimidation and use commanding presence? And this would take up my reaction to the whole. I'm waiting to see if they attack.
Okay, I'll let.
Okay. If you're cool with it, sweet. Okay, so I'm gonna go with. So I'm gonna roll intimidation, and then I'll roll commanding presence after that. So we'll do normal roll. Okay. I'm mighty intimidating, but I'm still doing commanding presence because just thematically, I dig it. So it's a skill or a feature, or is it commanding presence? How do I see what that does though? Pop out message. That does nothing. Okay. So I add 1d8 to the roll. I know that much, so I'll roll a d8 now, anyways.
You have a bardic inspiration too. You could like make these
6.
things disappear.
Oh, I could make these things just fucking flee.
Shits
Well, so
itself.
far, I've got like a 29 going on, and then I gotta pop out my character sheet to see what it
does.
adds. Yeah. Features commanding presence. When you make a charisma intimidation or a charisma performance or a charisma persuasion check, you can expend 1 superiority die and add superiority die to the ability check. That's it. So it's just I get an additional 6 to it. So I'm especially menacing, I would imagine, with my roar
For sure.
towards these guys. Okay.
Yeah, you literally said this thing like, stop screaming, swallow. And then it turns around. And just leaps through the wall.
Alright, sweet.
It leaves.
What the hell was that?
However, with it leaving, you hear another one sort of shriek, and you kind of hear the pitter patter as something sort of runs across the water. And then it's going to claw at you.
Oh my god. Do I see it?
You don't, until all of a
Why do I-
sudden, this little Quasit that's latched onto your feet,
Little ankle biter?
little ankle biter.
Okay. Did it? And it succeeded in the attack, so.
It does.
Yep.
So it does. I thought that said 76. Okay.
Okay. Well, I passed whatever the Constitution save you made me do, I hope.
Yeah, so you pass as its claws sort of dig into you, and you feel the seeping of poison sort of permeate the wound, but you manage to resist it as this thing leaps back again,
Okay.
chittering as it goes.
You think this is the first time I've been poisoned?
It's Sophie's turn.
Did it automatically apply that damage to me?
Yes,
Is it
Okay.
running away now?
I don't see my
it-
health going down.
it backed up.
It did 5 damage, but I'm still at 76 of 79.
78 minus 2, 76?
Oh, I thought it did 5 damage. Did it only do 2?
Yeah, it does. Oh, that might have been because you resisted,
Oh. Okay, cool.
so it didn't do the extra. Go ahead, Sophie.
Do I have line of sight from right here?
Yes.
Seeing that it bit Malzahar, Sophie's just gonna chuck a mode of chaos at it.
Nice. So you hurl this.
Oh
what
my
is this
god!
one?
Uh, Wait, I have to roll what type it is. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it does.
I haven't done this one in a while.
Whatever it is, it absolutely obliterates this closet.
It's thunder damage, so it's like an explosion.
Boom! Just oh my god.
Yeah, where once was a closet, there's now just like a heaping husk that seems to have been like blown out from the inside. That blood splatter is real. All of these plants.
Does any get on me?
Yes. Splatter hit your foot.
Yeah, it would
I
be
look over to
down,
Sophie
I
like,
believe.
really?
It blew up a 10. But I did bit you. I killed it.
Yeah, but my boots.
My-
I like these boots.
But oh, I'm sorry. She gets it.
It's
She
fine.
gets it. It's ruined the clothing. She gets it.
I appreciate the sentiment. You wanted to annihilate it for biting me. Thank
Yes.
you. You are a true friend. And I pat her on the shoulder.
She's trying not to show that she's happy because she's still mad about it.
Is that everything you'd like to do in your turn?
Yep, that's it.
Then it's Sky's turn.
All right, this guy's gonna come around the corner, and I'd like to like scare this last one off.
You would like to try to intimidate it as well?
Yep, be like, go on, you, what? Get, and I like clap my hands and I like walk towards it a little bit, see if I can get him to like go back into his like
Oh
hidey
god,
hole.
why? Why did you move in?
Go ahead, get.
Make an intimidation check.
All right,
Come on, get.
good, get.
Oh my god, you're so intimidating.
You trip over the husk that is the other closet a little bit and sort of like stumble, and it's just like back at you.
What the
That-
fuck?
Get out of here! Come on.
It like lunges at your face
Not for
as you
you.
sort of like stumble.
Oh god.
Is there anything else you'd like to do in your turn?
I'm going to walk up this way a little bit embarrassed that I failed to scare off a closet, and I had my turn.
Wonderful.
I
It's
don't
now
think it scared me.
it was not scared of you, but it's going to try to scare you.
Its teeth like rotate.
Oh my God.
Some sort of crazy leech thing.
Oh, that'd be gross.
Exactly that happened.
Oh, gross! Oh, that
You
would scare Sky
failed?
right off.
I kind of hope.
I
You fail.
kind of want to fail this one.
I think most people would be scared by that though.
At least like, yeah.
Sorry, it's not working because
Is Sky immune to fears?
no, the quasi
Duh,
physics only
duh.
has one
Oh.
ability, but it's a different one, so it just used it. There we go.
Ah,
Oh.
damn, she succeeded.
Sweet. Hey, stop it.
So it like screeches and runs a few feet towards you, but unfortunately did not
Like
scare
point my
you.
finger at it. No. No.
As you're distracted with that one, Mal's can once again hear like the pitter patter
Oh god.
as one sort of runs across. And this time, instead of lunging at you as you ready yourself, it's going to lunge at Sophie.
Oh,
So
no.
Out of
Get
nowhere,
this thing off.
Sophie, a small closet is going to swing at you. And
Oh, that's good.
it's now invisible for you. As it screams at your feet. Come on, it's now Mal's turn, but it's not changing turn order.
Okay.
Can you kill this one? The one that's like
Yeah.
trying to bite me?
Considering they're
gross.
not like they're attacking us, this is self-defense at this point. I am going to attempt to obliterate this closet.
You hit the closet.
Oh, look at that. They like that whole animation. That's cool.
10
Right.
damage.
Wonderful. You obliterate this closet again, slicing it in two.
Okay. I move to in front of the second closet. And I, with my second attack action...
It cowers before you.
I don't attack it. But I give it a menacing look. Am I allowed to, even though I already took the attack action, attempt to intimidate it? I just obliterated his friend.
We'll say no.
Okay. I just stand there looking menacingly then and
It is very
tower over
menacing.
the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And I'll end my turn.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Chris, you're up.
Like, poke my head around the wall, looking back. You guys okay?
Yeah, we're fine. We're just a bunch of little gross things. Like sea monkeys.
It's all clear up here. That's all I'm gonna do.
I don't
for my
believe
turn.
him.
It's Sophie's turn.
I'm casting mode of chaos. at
Oh,
that.
wow.
Why would
Oh
you
my
not
God.
do it? It's a monster.
I'm giving it a chance to flee!
What? They're just gonna come back later with friends.
Make your shot.
Oh my god. Terrible human being.
It hits the closet.
Oh my god.
Oh
my
there's
God!
Another explosion. Another thunder.
Ah, it's all over me!
Once again,
Tell me what the fuck!
its innards are splattered all over Malice. This time he was even facing it with his arms up, so like it's on his
a
face
little bit
too.
got in my mouth.
Yeah.
Sky, can you cast prestidigitation on Mel's? I kind of exploded it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait until the end. Wait, are we in turn order now, or is combat over?
Combat's over, so you can do that fine.
Ooh, buddy. Yeah, let me just
Oh,
and
this is
just save the
bullshit.
blood.
I assume you do it.
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
it's just not showing.
Okay. I look back at Sylphie and I'm like, try not to blow them up
I can't
when I'm
control
standing
that
right
part.
next to them.
Sometimes it's fire, sometimes it's acid, sometimes they just explode.
Just Sylphie, when I'm right next to them, I don't want them blown up.
Okay, I'll try.
Okay. Good job, though. And then I'm going to continue to chase after Chris. Is that a fucking crab?
Yeah, it's not on Matt's screen.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the fish either.
I assume I'm going to be taking points again. Chris, thank you for your help in that endeavor.
I don't want to see any more exploding fish. That's
Not.
scary.
I can attack it before it notices us. If we want to get a
Wait, what are we...
talking about?
No. Let's just try to avoid the wildlife.
Yeah, you guys see a giant crab. I would say stunning itself, but you're in a cavern, so it's not.
Yeah, I got an idea.
What if it pinches
Oh,
us?
God.
We could probably just get by it, guys.
Yeah, can,
Okay,
can
well,
you
first,
guys
Sylphie,
do
you wanna freeze
this?
the water? Wait, can you guys do what?
And I turn invisible.
Oh my god.
Oh, I can. Good idea.
Just like gone. Like, come on, Balzar.
I can't do that.
That's easy.
I concentrate very hard and close my eyes. Nothing happens.
I think if I cast this at a higher level, I can target more creatures, and I will definitely burn another spell slot to make him go invisible when he does that.
Okay.
You see me close my eyes and think I'm invisible. I'm like, holy crap. Chris, can you see me?
I can't see you. You did it.
So wait,
So
does
it's
just
just-
everybody vanish? Hello?
You're a piece of shit for this, Chris.
Hello? Am I alone? Is everybody dead? Sophie's gonna just like kind of like feel where Sky was in front of her.
Those are my boobs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wait, so you're I guess I'm the only one not invisible.
Sylphie, We're all invisible. Shh.
Wait.
Apparently, it's very easy if you just really concentrate.
That's not how magic
That's
works.
That's not how it works.
What?
That's how it works for me.
All I had to do was
That's how it works.
concentrate, right, Chris? You saw it.
Yeah, you did it. God, you believe in it. Come on. Come on, can you do that, Sylvie?
I can't do that.
Okay, let's just try and sneak by then, Sylvie. Do you have any way of being sneaky?
Here, hold on. And I'm gonna step up and just very shockingly touch her out of nowhere. Like, all right, now this is gonna feel weird, but you have to accept it.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna use this. Oh, I can't use that on her. Never mind. I'll use my disguise kit. No, I don't have that. Never mind. I'm like, never mind.
I'll just try my best to be sneaky. Let's keep going.
Okay, so you guys gonna go into the cavern where the giant crab is chittering on the side bank, clicking its
Yes.
claws.
And we're gonna try to well, I guess, are you still gonna freeze the water? Because it's gonna notice the water when we
how
walk through
deep
it
is
invisible.
the water there?
The water is probably about 1 foot deep. 1 to 2.
I can do it from a distance,
Okay.
but it would only be I can only do up to 10 feet, so we'll have to jump
Yep.
5 feet.
Okay.
Oh, Sophie's gonna walk up here and bump into everybody because you
By the
can't
way-
see them.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm trying to sneak, by the way, so I assume stealth
Yes.
checks.
So make all who are invisible stealth checks at advantage, and Sylphie regular, if you're sneaking.
I'll try to be sneaky.
Good thing it was an advantage.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
Somebody's getting fucked.
Oh my god.
Woo! So with amazing ease in your invisibility, you guys sneak up this crab. You know, if it was sleeping and you guys knew what that looked like for a crab, it would be doing that. Doesn't have eyelids, so they're fully awake.
It was
It's got the little bubble that grows and shrinks.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I dig it. Alright, well, assuming the water ahead of me is frozen, I will try to skirt the side of the
Yeah.
cave while being
The
super sneaky.
the spell is only hand signals, so it doesn't
Cool.
make any noise.
That was going to be my question. So it's those first 10 feet that Mal's is sort of standing on there.
That is great. If there was a creature in it, the spell failed.
Those two are frozen.
Okay.
Now
And then I
is
would
the
try
next...
to leap.
Okay.
Yeah, I would try to leap across to here if possible. Like
To where?
over the water. Like
Where do you wanna
what
land?
looks like dry land, right here.
Okay. Make me a acrobatics check. Although you should be able to jump. Make it anyway.
12?
You make it. Please make me a stealth check
Okay.
at advantage.
Oh, I'll just roll
Sorry,
again.
yeah.
But
Woo!
yeah, I'm gonna need to roll that again. Okay, still normal. That's not much better.
Ooh, it is not. So that is a fail on the stealth check. So unfortunately, this crab bursts out of the water in front of you, shocked and appalled at the sudden, I guess, kind of like a really bad stomping sound near it, like as it was beneath the ground. Disturbance, thank you. And it's going to try to pincher you, even though you're invisible. So it'll be do it at disadvantage. Exactly.
Okay. A disadvantage.
Hooray! So this manages to miss you, but now this is now like snip, 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 snip angrily in front of you.
Okay, can I actually, when it made that attack, can I repost it?
Yes, actually. And we can also go into combat if you guys want to. If you want to still like sneak around, we can.
Actually, it still can't see me, right?
No.
Never mind. Then I'm not gonna repost it.
I was like,
It just
when does
thinks I'm there.
invisibility end?
I think I have to make an attack action.
I think so.
Yeah, let me double check. Did I put it in chat? Not fully.
becomes visible. Anything they're carrying or wearing is visible as long as it's on the person. The spell ends for that target if they attack or cast a spell. Or I end it.
So you are still invisible.
It lasts an hour.
Okay, I would just, assuming we are not going to do combat, I would just try to step away from it while invisible now.
Okay, it won't try to attack you, and we'll let Sky go up next now.
All right. I assume that I saw everything with the crab.
Correct. You now know there are 2 crabs in this room. So the front 2 squares here are frozen too.
Invisible Sky's jaw is like completely dropped, and she's gonna move up to here. And I'd like to try and like jump over the crab right next to Malzahar. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna disengage, and I'm just gonna like walk over it, invisible.
Just make me a stealth check with advantage. Wonderful. So you lightly, on a feather foot as your genasi nature, sneak by this crab as it's still like chittering angrily, turning in circles, trying to find its disturbance. The other one is chittering back. However, now Sylphie's not invisible. Chris, are you going to try to go in front of her, or?
Sure. How far was that? 15?
Goomba stomp it and jump over it.
There's still ice there, so yeah. I have to dash. I don't know how that'll affect my stealth, but I'll just take a running jump.
We'll just do regular. It'll sort of counter your invisibility, we'll say. So regular stealth check. You jumping that far? Or you're just dashing?
Yeah, that's with my dash.
Oof.
Oh god, I heard the dice.
So it
disadvantage anyways, right?
Well, that was just whether it sort of hurt Chris on his regular roll, and it did. So it is going to try to take a swing at you as you run by. It will be at disadvantage because you are still invincible. Invincible. 17.
Oh no!
That hits.
Yeah. So you are going to take a whopping 3 damage. It's not going to come off auto because you weren't targeted.
Okay, I will take health off.
Shank you.
Do you have to continue your concentration?
True.
Is this concentration?
Yeah. So I need to make a con save.
Ooh.
Watch it fail and I pop back out. It's like, oh no!
Don't know how to roll to save, so I'm just going to click this. Oh, okay, it pops up and asks.
So through the pain, you manage to maintain your hold on this invisibility spell.
We like flicker for a second, like there's a glitch with our halo invisibility.
Sophie, you don't see any of your companions, but you see this crab sort of chittering around in circles and making snaps at people. At that last snap, you see a little bit of blood flick out from its claws.
Sophie's just over here by herself at this point. What is the ground like? Is it stone or is it like muddy soil?
It's a little bit of common. It's mostly like a stone, but there is definitely like mud and algae kind of growing there. There's plants along it.
So to the right of the giant crab near the wall, so if he's gonna use mold earth, which doesn't have any vocal components, and just kind of like lift the soil and like make it move around to try and get the crab's attention to make it go over there.
Okay.
It's just the soil's just being lifted, so even if they attack it, it won't really do anything.
Right. So all of a sudden the soil starts like roiling and moving around as if some thing was beneath it. So this crab is like sort of, it does turn towards it, distracted fully, and just sort of clitters at it. It takes a couple swipes at the earth, trying to get at whatever is beneath, causing a distraction.
Does it distract the other one in front of it, or is that one still focused?
This one is sort of focused on what it hit this way, because it did come in contact with somebody.
Sylvie's gonna try and like raise the dirt next to that one and then move it to the one where the crab's looking.
Oh, okay. So you wanted to like come over here.
Yeah, so like it'll move down towards the wall.
Okay. Oh, let's see how intelligent they are. They're not. So this will so far work, and it'll give you an advantage on your stealth check.
Okay, so Sophie's gonna try and sneak by and then jump the same thing.
Cool. Matt, you raised your hand.
Could we make it possible that I can see the bad things?
Yeah, I don't know why you can't, but I can probably.
Because I didn't see the fish ever either.
Have you tried refreshing yourself, Matt? Like, just refresh your whole window?
Okay, I'll try.
Oh,
Like, I did that, and it fixed some stuff for me, right? I think we just might have to refresh occasionally.
yeah, could be. Sophie, your 12 was your stealth?
Yes.
Okay. Was that with advantage? It was.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my other one, I think.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Unfortunately, as you get there, these crabs stop what they're doing and they turn around.
Can I sprint? Can I just leave?
You can definitely sprint about 5 feet until you literally just run into both Miles and Sky, who are standing there watching you. So these crabs are now coming at you guys.
And the crabs are coming to get me.
We're gonna go into initiative. Woo.
Oh no, I didn't want to do that. Go away. There we go.
And before we do this one, I'm gonna say a 5-minute break because I have to go pee.
All right.
Sweet, thank you.
Welcome.
So my God, I see crabs. Oh, I hear something. That was freaky. What the hell? Does anyone else see a fucking scary goblin?
No.
Is that why you guys didn't want to go to the mushroom room?
I think it's a map bug. We can't actually go in there.
Yeah, I just saw a giant mushroom. I didn't see a monster in there.
Matt, you gotta roll your initiative.
Me? Oh, I only rolled a saving throw. Okay.
How's everybody liking it so far? Having a good night?
There's no active
think it's great.
encounter. Yeah, I'm having lots of laughs. Freaking Malzar picking me up.
Here, I can roll for you. Maybe that'll put you in.
I disagree with that roll.
Try the active encounter again. Matt, try seeing if you have an active encounter.
Nope.
Go to the tab.
Which one?
It's the fist.
You want me to refresh again?
No, I'll try. Yeah, you can't see it. What the hell? Are you in it?
Scary noise.
Yeah, I'm trying to add you guys again. Holy fuck, that was loud. Do you see it now?
Yes. Sweet.
There's-
Do I roll?
yeah, there's a pop out. Yep.
That's cool. Oh. Oh. Ow. Get fucked. Get fucked.
You can minimize like the chat screen there too, if it's ever too big for you guys, and like little pop outs will come for your spells. Man, looking around the map and all the blood splatters still there.
What'd I miss?
I had to reroll the combat thing like 6 times, so reroll.
No. So I might go faster? Yay! Pretty sure I had like a 7, but now I'm at a 22. Are you sure that's okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
Boo this man! Boo! Adam!
Is that your crit fail?
No, that's like anything below 5.
Oh, I see.
Boo that
wow.
person too!
Boo!
The crab gets to go first. Is everybody back?
I'm back.
Perfect.
I'm back.
I am obviously back.
I am here too.
So the one crab, angered at Sylphie trying to trick it, runs at her, claws a schnipping, and is going to snip snip right at her heels.
Oh my god.
Oh. Well, fuck
Oh,
you, Swan.
fuck.
Get fucked. Get fucked.
So that hurt.
26?
Well, that's not so bad.
It just, you get pinched right on the ankle really good. The claw sinks in deep, and now it's Mal's turn.
Am I even able to fight this thing?
Whenever you fight, your invisibility will go away.
No, I just mean like Sylphie's in the way.
And because she
there enough
is,
space?
you can squeeze by her for your turn, but you have to back up or go forward. You can't end in her turn, her square.
Okay. I'll push past her, and I will attack the crab in front.
Okay.
I'm invisible. Would this be like a surprise attack?
It will be advantage, yes.
Okay. Oh wait, right. Got a target thingy. This motherfucker right here. Add advantage, and it'll break. Oh, good thing we did it advantage.
Motherfucker at advantage, you know what I'm
No, I
saying?
did.
So normal hit.
You stab
5
into
damage.
this crab and it pinches,
Oh no.
but
It
it's still
pinches?
alive. Yeah, like
Stab him
Okay,
more
I-
times.
I attack it again, obviously, with my second attack action. Oh. Please don't tell me I stab like Sylvie's foot or
That's
something. It's like
perfect.
badly
God.
misses. So it's just gonna get an action to attack you. I decided to
Okay.
make these nice and easy. Come on, there we go. But it
Haha.
misses.
Boo this man.
Is that everything you'd like to do in your turn?
Bonus action, I'll attack it again.
Sure. You miss
What
again.
the fuck? Alright,
It's got a hard shell.
I push back past Sylphie.
Okay. Because it's used its reaction to attack you when you missed, it won't attack you again. So you get back.
Also, I'm mobile.
Also, you're
I'm
mobile.
too fast. Fast as fuck, boy!
But the other crab, angry at your fleeing, rushes up into the other crab's face and pinches at Sylphie.
I'm dying. I'm gonna die to crabs in a cave.
They like climb on each other's back like the crabs at the grocery store.
Ah. This one pinches you again, drawing blood. And then it moves slightly back.
And when it meets my armor class, is that odds or evens, or is that just it hits?
Because of the new game system, apparently it just hits.
Oh, okay.
I think on spells it
Meet
misses if it meets, but on attacks it hits.
Oh, okay. I always get those confused.
Yeah, it's weird.
Saves
We have a system.
it's meet it to beat it. So if you meet it with a save, you win, and it doesn't affect
Oh,
you.
okay.
But if you are swung at, if it meets your thing, then it.
And it hits.
So I'm dying. I'm dying to crabs.
Sky, you're up. You're seeing Sylphie getting pinched to death by these crabs as Mal's turns his back to her.
I am going to Sylphie, you're gonna feel like 2 hands on you, and I am going to cast Cure Wounds on Sylphie.
Okay.
Come on now.
Okay, I think she's exaggerating how dying she is.
I'm
Considering
dying.
she's long rested. And oh my god, Sylvie, I hate you.
Not everybody's a gladiator, Malzahar.
I'm supposed to be in the back line. You guys are all invisible to
For
me.
some reason, it's not
myself.
rolling my spell.
Oh wait,
there.
Malzahar's back now. You ran away.
You like have to hit the little dice icon. Otherwise,
Yeah, I'm touching it, but it's like you have to target a token before making.
Okay, so
Oh.
then right click on Sylphie. And then
Okay.
it looks like a target on the left side in the middle. Click that, and then that's how you target a person.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Okay.
I have to double click.
I'm sorry. I'm still not quite as caught up as I should be, Lauren, but I'm
Okay.
having fun with learning.
I would
It's
say
okay.
I do
I
that.
don't know this either.
Matt, you just said double clicking works?
Yeah, double clicking gives me like arrows pointing at whoever I.
Oh, yeah,
double-click.
that's targeting.
Double right click though.
You give
Oh, yeah.
Sylphie 6 HP. I'm gonna go, Sylphie, just run, and I'm gonna go.
Sky popping into view. Sylphie heals you and screams at you to run.
Oh, I see what
And I am my turn.
Wonderful. Sylphie, you're up.
I'm going to use my action to disengage, and I'm going to run away.
Cool.
okay.
So you nimbly run away from these crabs. Chris, you're up.
I'll keep my invisible run going up.
Wow.
It says I've moved 60 feet. I don't think that's right.
You certainly have not.
5, 10, 15, 20. I go here.
Okay.
I'm like, where are we going? I think this way to the mushroom.
Wonderful. So you begin going down there. As you enter into the tunnel, you hear a bit of sort of gibberish sounds.
Nope, not this way. Not this way.
I like bump into Sky as I back up.
I'm like, I'm following you. I'm following you.
That's as far as I'm gonna let you go. Now it is the giant crab who is going to make a run at Mal's.
Yep, makes sense.
Makes
It's like
sense.
clicking
You
and
heard it,
clicking.
yeah.
That'll hit.
He's gonna pinch. Come on.
I think it hit me.
Oh no. There we go. Now, oh, you took the damage too.
Both of them did?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I can just. Oh,
I
you
got
did
it, yeah. Perfect. So it snips at you, Mal's, and you do take 2 more damage, but then it turns back around and sort of goes back into the water, chittering at you, being like angrily.
Okay.
It is now your turn.
I will take the dodge action, but I'll move forward or move backwards, like away from them. I'm like, I don't want to bug you guys. We don't need to fight this out. We all good. We all good.
We good.
And I'd move away, but I'd be watching our back as we move forward at this point with the dodge action in mind.
Wonderful. Then it's going to be Sky's turn.
All right, where are we going, leaders?
To the blockage.
The blockage? Do we know where that is?
So that's where there's no water. Or maybe a little bit.
That's not what I asked.
Well, judging from the fact there's dry land down this corridor and not so much that we can see straight ahead, I think we move forward following what should have been like the riverbed of sorts.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
like a plan. Yeah, yeah.
So I'll take the lead again, and I'll start moving like this way, like
Cool.
probably over here. Oh wait, do I see anything down below? No, I don't really see anything down. I don't see anything down this way, right?
Which way are you pointing?
Like directly south, I think.
This way?
Yeah, but
I
like
see your
past
thing.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
No, you don't see anything, do you?
Nope. Okay, so and then assuming everyone's keep up, is there any puddles ahead or no? It's mostly all clear ahead.
There are some puddles kind of going both ways as if water has gone either. You do see, if you turn the corner, there's like a little bit of a deeper section down this one tunnel.
Okay. I don't know. I think I want to go this
Probably
way.
see. All right.
Well, but yeah, it's like we should talk. Like, I don't know.
No. Like you. No. That I'm good. That's good.
Yeah, Sophie's just
Good
following.
idea. I'm following.
We have to
Alright, let's
look
just-
at the rocks so you can see which way they're worn. And you can
Ah,
tell
the
which way
water
the
was
water is
flowing?
running. Yeah. So I
Alright, why
studied
don't
the
you tell
wall
us?
for a second.
Perfect. Make me a nature check. And you're still invisible.
Good God. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Chris, you lick the wall. And you're
He's
definitely like,
invisible.
there was water here. It's wet.
This wall's wet. Let's try over here.
And I go over here and lick the wall.
It's also wet.
I'm like, I think we're onto it.
And then I cross over this way and lick the wall again.
It's also wet.
Like, this is the way, guys.
Okay. Interesting. I'll follow Chris at this point.
Cool.
Wait, how can I follow Chris? I probably didn't see any of that. He's invisible.
You can hear him, I would say, but
You're good. Yeah, there was water here. How did you know that, Chris?
No questions. I'll take no questions at this time.
Plus, I feel like it was obviously wet everywhere. So, I'm like...
We're in a damp cave. It's wet everywhere.
I'm listening for licking noises as we follow the licking noises.
Make me a perception check.
Who?
Him?
If you're making licking noises or searching.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense. Perception.
I would also like to hear if I can...
10? Boo!
This guy can't hear nothing for some reason. She just hears like the echoing of everybody's footfalls. She's like, I don't know, guys. Maybe there's somebody following us. Like, I don't know. Mouse, you hear the licking of Chris in front of you.
Okay, I keep following it.
Because you never know when somebody came into the cave, like, after you.
What the hell?
This guy's just
Do I
talking.
see this? Do I see this, like, furry dick?
Those are bedrolls.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
It
is
looks like a furry dick.
That looks like a dick roll.
I can't see you. Oh, there you are.
Can you see them now, Chris?
I could see them before. I just couldn't move my character anymore.
Oh, okay.
There's a big room here, guys. Hey, slow down. You're gonna bump it out.
Ooh. Sophie, you hear the scraping of metal behind you.
If I turn around, do I see anything?
You don't.
I'm gonna use mold earth to try and create a wall of just dirt, all the dirt that's here. I'm just gonna try and make
nice.
You're just trying to close in behind you?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you cast that? It might have like a spell animation.
What? That would be cool if it had an animation.
Yeah, I feel like it too.
How would she target where to put it?
Left click. Place measured template.
Yeah, right there. We're gonna make a nice little wall right there.
Perfect.
I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Ooh, good thinking, Sophie.
We gotta remember to get rid of that if we come back, though.
I'm gonna.
Do I see or hear this? Like when Sophie does this?
There's something behind us, guys. There's something behind us. I just made a wall.
Well, we're going this way.
Oh.
Come on, run.
There's something with dragging metal behind us.
Okay, well, it could be part of the reason for what's going on here. Should we ask whoever, like, you just heard dragging metal. It doesn't really tell me anything.
It could be a ghost.
Yeah, Mouse.
It could be a metal crab.
I step towards the wall, and I'm just gonna. How about we just wait for whoever it is? If maybe it's a miner of some kind, which would be weird in a subterranean river of sorts.
Oh, I'm gonna try and make a pitfall on the other side of the hill. So if they try to climb the hill, they fall into the hole. It'll be as deep as I can make it, up to 5 feet. Oh, let me cast it again so I can do the thing.
Yeah.
My God.
So there will be a 5-foot hole there, and then there's a 5-foot hill in front of it, so they fall in.
Okay, so are you keeping the wall there?
It's since I just piled the dirt there, it just stays there until I remove it.
Okay.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait here because I want to see like who is it, what is it, etc.
If they fall in, stab them.
What do you mean they? You don't know who it is.
It's a ghost, or it's a metal wielding.
If it's
bandit.
a ghost, they're not gonna fall into your stinky hole.
You never know. It could be a zombie.
As you guys argue, you hear on the other side.
Or it could be the crab.
What do you mean? Like
a knocking, but it's wet earth.
Oh.
Oh.
Quiet. Maybe they'll go a different way. And I just like hold position. I don't know if anybody else does. Meanwhile, where's Chris?
I'm gonna creep in this way. I don't want to lose Chris. Here, I'll go look for him. I'm gonna go to Chris and see what he's up to.
So Chris, this area that's raised up a little bit appears to have some items for storage. There's bedrolls, there's crates that have like non-perishable foods, some like potion bottles and stuff in it.
Looks like somebody's sleeping here.
Yeah. Miles and Sylphie said that there might be somebody behind us.
Well, that's
There might be somebody following us now. Yeah, we should probably keep moving.
Yeah, I think so too.
Ooh, yeah.
We don't want to disturb this person.
As you say that, like Sky is like bending over to pick up a shell.
Do they like try to push through the wall or anything?
Nope, nothing else happens.
All right. I'd probably go meet up with Chris and them then.
We're over here. Look for Sky.
Oh, what'd I just do?
Avoiding the puddle. Oh. We were just making things everywhere.
I'm making holes. I'm all over. I don't know how to stop making holes.
Change your target. Like you have to be on the person and stuff again.
It's not letting me click anything.
Click the person over to the left, like of the icon things.
Oh,
then
that did it.
click
Yeah,
the-
okay.
Yeah, and then the select tokens. Normally what happens when you can't touch anything is you're on the wrong touchy tool. There's too many.
Okay.
So that's my 5-foot hill followed by 5-foot hole. I'm gonna keep
So-
watching as they're like over there.
What have you guys found?
There's an inhabitant here, so I think we shouldn't disturb them. We should just figure out the problem and do it quickly.
What are the crates?
Inhabitants.
I found a shell.
I'm gonna approach the crates because I want to see like.
Don't disturb the inhabitants.
But I want it. It's pretty.
No, like the shell's tight. You can
Chris,
grab
we don't know if these people are supposed to be here. I just want to see what they're like. Assuming I see like they're using these crates to store something, I want to know what.
that. I mean, you said don't disturb the inhabitants. That's an inhabitant.
No, it's not an inhabitant. It is a product of the inhabitants, which I don't plan to take so much as just have a peek. It won't disturb them. I swear.
Yeah. Yeah, we should probably.
So you peek into the crates, and within appear to be some jars with like a liquid potion-esque thing. There are food saves and stuff as well. Other one looks like it may have like medicine and other necessities for people or human type people.
Chris, come look at this. I
Uh,
wave to
another
the
entrance
air,
down this
even though I
way.
don't know where he is.
Oh yeah, he's still invisible.
I
Like-
tiptoe past. Don't disturb the inhabitants.
Chris.
Sky, as you get to about there, all of a sudden, you feel and hear the whiz of a crossbow bolts sort of whoosh by you and slam into the wall beside you.
Holy fucking fuck! Back, move back.
Oh god. Oh god. I have a cower in a little nook in the wall.
I'm gonna move back to Mal's and I'm gonna say, "We have company. I just got shot at."
I'll immediately start heading towards the opening, but I'll like
We'll
peek
take
around.
that.
I don't want to like move into the opening. I want to like stay here, but I want to peek around, which the camera is letting me see. But I'm like, okay, well, do you know where the shot came from?
I'm gonna point along to the far wall here, assuming wherever the crossbow bolt landed.
Can I see the bolt in the wall from where I am?
Sure. It's about here.
Okay. What angle is the arrow in the... We're doing some quick trigonometry with Malzahar.
Ooh. It might require a closer inspection to accurately tell.
Damn it. I'll start moving closer, hugging the wall on my... It would be my right if I'm moving in that direction. So, like, this wall. Because judging from, I'm guessing the fact that the arrow hit that wall, it starts shooting from somewhere over to the opposite side.
What are you doing?
And
You bump into Chris.
Chris, I'm trying to get us look at the bolt so I can tell where the shot came from. And I'll move up past Chris.
So as you sort of get within like 10, 20 feet of it, make me an insight check.
Okay. Right. Skill insight. Yes.
Look into the
Can I
motives
assist
of
on
the
that?
arrow.
That's true. I was going to say investigation.
Hey.
But that'll do.
Bam.
With your prowess with weapons and the art of sort of all military aspects, you do believe that this arrow was most likely from a little bit farther down to the right, probably around this area there, if you can see.
Okay.
What's the plan?
I will take the dodge. Like I'll start moving forward, planning to like dodge bolts coming from where I believe they'd be from. And I'd be trying to peek around the wall, so I guess I would have to go here and see. I don't see anything though.
You don't.
Selfie.
Yeah, what?
We're going this way. There's an arrow.
Oh, okay. She's gonna try and go around this water to catch up.
Okay. I'm gonna continue moving forward, but now like thinking the shot had come from collides with at least one wall. Oh, weird. Okay. Oh, I can't move to the spot right in front of me. I have to move down when it's... Oh wait, no. There's a wall? Lauren, it says I can't move my character. It says I'm hitting a wall every time in every direction I go.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
Malzahar, what's the holdup?
I can't seem to... Oh wait, what is that?
As you step forward onto this sort of location, you guys see the flash of runes a little bit farther down flash, and you're unable to move forward. It's like you're hitting into an invisible wall. And as this sort of stumps you, Mouse, because you're looking towards it, you see a goblin step out from behind this stone and take a shot at you with his short bow.
Little bitch!
But it misses you.
Can I riposte and throw a hand axe at him? Or wait, no, I think riposte is only
I was
melee.
like,
never mind.
Yeah, I was like, no.
How broken would that be, though? He misses bolt, I whip out a hand axe, and just like...
And then he steps back behind the cover. And you sort of hear like, go away! Go away!
Are you the inhabitants of this cave? We've been sent because there used to be a river that came through here, and it's kind of vital it continues to come through here.
Yeah, go away! We don't want your kind!
What? Our kind? Let me tell you, little man. No, I'm not gonna actually do that.
I was like, another crossbow bolt flies towards you.
Yeah, I'm taking the dodge action. These should be at disadvantage.
This is also true, yeah. But Chris isn't. No, he's still invisible.
Disadvantage.
So they hit Sky.
Wow, my fucking. We're not here to hurt you. We just want to talk.
Make a persuasion roll.
What's that hideous creature?
Don't be racist.
I believe it was a goblin, Chris.
Good God.
Oh, prove it!
Another dice roll. I am going to sheath my sword, and I'm going to step forward.
I'll
You
step
get
back to
Let's
allow
see
Sky
if
forward.
I can. I have my hands up, and I Can I see the goblin?
He stepped back behind the wall, so you just hear them shouting.
Hi. I'm just gonna wave. See? No weapons. We talk?
Talk from there.
What do you say? Sorry.
Talk
I think
from
you said
there.
talk from there.
What do we want to say to him, guys?
He like pokes his head out from around the corner.
We'll ask him what happened to the water.
What happened to the water here? It stopped flowing.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Did you do it?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Not completely. Maybe.
Why?
Well, I asked the questions here. Who are you?
Okay. I'm Sky. Can we come in?
No.
No?
No.
Well, you let us in.
Please?
Ah!
Chris!
No.
Please? I like bat my eyes at him.
Ask him if we could talk to, like, I don't know. Does he have, like, a leader or someone?
Who's your leader?
Why?
I want to speak to your manager.
What?
He like
Please?
runs away.
Can we speak to your leader? Thank you.
He like disappears.
See, you just gotta treat him with respect, Chris.
I know. I don't think that's the answer here. Next time I see that little bugger, I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind.
So after a few seconds, the same goblin reappears. He says,
Leader.
and then out appears another. These goblins are very odd looking. So you guys are familiar with the goblins that are in Arendelle are, you know, black, thick-skinned kind of things. These ones are definitely a little bit more wet looking. They are subterranean ones, so their skin is more of aquatic nature. So this one that just stepped out as well appears to be much more wizened. He has like a big skull on his head from most likely a previous kill of like a sea serpent or something. His name is Gil.
Gil.
Gil or kill?
Gil.
Okay,
Can I ask
Gil.
it about the skull? This guy asking about where it got that skull. Looks sweet.
What is... My friend wants to know how you got that skull. It looks cool.
The river gives much.
Oh, I thought he won that like as a trophy.
Did you win that as a trophy in combat, or did the river give it to you?
I slayed the great river beast and became elder of clan through the destruction of the great Glarmuth. A fearsome
Oh, see, there you go, Mal.
What
That's cool.
do you want in our
Remember.
home?
Do you, what happened to the water here? Did you guys have anything to do with this?
We may not.
Get him to bring us to where the water starts.
Just ask, like,
Can
can
we-
we get the water back?
Can we get the water back? It's important to a lot of people.
It is important to us as well, which is why we have kept it.
Well,
Could we not
is
share
there
it?
a finite amount? Yeah.
We were told by one who came to visit that the king of Arendelle is doing bad things with the water, and so we have stopped its flow to stop this heinous crime.
Who told you that?
Fancy that.
They might be lying to you.
What? doesn't seem likely. He was a very nice man. His name was Clarence, I believe.
I wince.
Oh, nice people can lie too.
He looks at you.
Clarence is a
suspiciously.
dick.
It's not very nice.
I yell out, Clarence is a dick.
Well, he gave us many things and items to help us. Why would he do this if he was a dick?
Well, because he wanted you to hurt Arendelle. That's
wants
what's
you to
happening
turn the
right now.
water
A lot
off.
of people are suffering.
Yeah.
Mm.
He got you to do something bad and paid you off.
Mal's, roll me a flat d20.
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty
Sky,
green,
roll me a persuasion check without any help.
Alright.
Chris, what are you doing? You're just sort of invisible, standing there.
I feel like these bards are not doing very bardy things right now. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
I would like to
I'm
prestidigitate
negotiating.
the shell that's on the ground. It'll break my invisibility, but I would like to clean that shell.
Okay.
But Midas invisible.
That
You
can
just prestidigitated me.
Shut up.
And that shell is now clean.
I go, you guys,
Ooh.
let me talk to him.
Okay.
I'm watching behind, by the way.
Did my...
Back here.
Oh, wait, I rolled a perception check. Shit. Sorry.
Yes, persuasion.
Fucking persuasion thing.
Yeah, see, that's more bard-like.
Yeah, that's much better.
Boom.
What were you trying to convince them, that people are bad?
No, that the water, or Clarence got them to turn the water off, and it's making a lot of people suffer.
How are people suffering?
Well, they're not getting water. They need water, just like you do. And this spreads to a lot of people. And if you turn the water off, those people get hurt.
This stickly arm kind of like quizzically strokes his chin. He's like,
Oh, you make a good point. But it is no use. We cannot turn it off.
You cannot turn it off, sorry?
No.
Gone? Oh.
Now go away.
Well, wait.
Well,
Whoa. What? Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I think Chris had something he was gonna try. I think Sky's already had enough.
Sure. Let's try some magic. Alright.
God.
So, hey, you guy over there. How about you show us where the water comes from? Huh? And I'm gonna use suggestion. I'm targeting Malzahar again.
Why are you targeting me?
it's like
I start walking into the wall thinking where the water is, like it's over here. Like
he fails.
It's like, I could do that, but it won't make a difference. We cannot turn it off.
And suddenly the wall that has been holding you guys back fades down. And you're able to move forward. But he's like,
No funny business.
and he like shakes his club at you.
This way.
Okay.
And these
All right.
two
Good
are
job,
gonna
Chris.
move forward.
Oh,
Never
still
looked-
an invisible wall.
Oh,
What do you mean?
Hey, what is this trickery? What's out?
I
You
would have
said you'd
stowed my
take it
twin red by
down.
now.
Thomas.
They
I'm
move a
stuck
little
in the
bit
wall.
fa-
Save me.
Sophie,
you
what
go.
happened?
Oh,
I
my.
clipped through the wall.
So they gesture around this corner, which as you approach, you begin to hear a large sound of water just sort of splashing and crashing beyond this little area. And so you turn, and it's a very deep part of the river. So if you guys were to go a little bit farther, you'd probably fall down about 10 feet before entering into this giant whirlpool of water. In the center of it, you do see a magical sphere that appears to be holding a lot of the water in a circle, and so it's all just a big roiling mass around this central magical thing.
It's we cannot get close to the artifact to turn it off. Well, the man gave it to us, and I fear you are correct.
Well, we're gonna need to turn it off, and that way everybody will... I don't know, we could probably figure something out.
Yeah, we could try breaking it. Balzahar, go see what you can do.
Wait, what am I doing?
Just walk into that thing and hit it.
Wait, what
Or
is that?
can you describe it again?
So this is a larger opening, a deeper cavern here that's full of water. And it's roiling and sort of continuously flowing very quickly around this central sort of sphere that's a magical barrier inside. It looks like there's a bunch of water kind of in a large circle as if it was controlling it and not allowing it to go any farther.
Well, I'll turn back to the elder guy first, because maybe I missed what was going on just now. I must have zoned out. But, what is that? I'll just ask the elder dude.
We were given this object by Clarence. He said it would help us to control the water in its elemental form. And then, so we threw it in the deep end, and it did exactly what he said. The water no longer flows and interrupts our terrain, so we are able to live a more respectable life in the area. However...
Well, perhaps if we were able to get you lodging somewhere on the outside where the river flows for everybody, we could all share it. Rather than just...
We like our home in the caves. We thought we were helping, and we wanted a bit more room.
I know you meant well, but it's this is gonna make a lot of people suffer. Is that worth it to you guys?
Do any of you guys know Goblin?
Nope.
I don't believe so.
Lauren, would
You could try speaking in Goblin and it'll tell us
recognize
who knows
this in any way, magically? Any magical type things you would recognize about it?
It seems to be some sort of containment sphere by looking at it. And they just kind of talk back and forth in Goblin. And he goes,
We do not wish to cause havoc for the outside world. We thought that stopping the king was a good thing. But if it is a bad, then people will come to hurt us. That we don't want.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
is there
right.
not a way we can both win? How high does the water usually get?
Well,
when
he
it's
thinks
free
he's
flow?
helping now, so we're here to tell him he's not helping, and we'll fix
Yeah,
it.
I know where...
Yes, but what I'm trying to understand is obviously Clarence came here to plead to these individuals, to stop the water. He wanted to harm Arendelle, but there was a reason these individuals also wanted to stop it. They wanted a little more room. Maybe diplomatically we can solve both situations. I actually represent Minister Giovanna, and we would maybe be able to help corral the water better through the tunnels to still allow it to run properly and still give you more space.
Miles, that's a great idea.
Well, this is a fantastic idea. We would love that. Normally, we are positioned only in this corner of the cave. He gestures behind him towards this big rock. And we are not able to use the lower sections, such as down the tunnel that you just came, because of the water flow. So if you could make it somehow so that the water flows only in certain directions, that would be beneficial.
Well,
Sylvie can
I
move
don't know
the
if we
dirt
could do it
around pretty
overnight.
easily.
but yes, we can try a few things, and I'm sure if we go back to the king, once we have the water free flowing again, he would send some men to maybe help better direct it, or maybe even help build better habitation for yourselves. If you'd like to maintain a peaceful cohabitance with the inhabitants of the town outside and so on.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay, can I use commanding presence for this as well, as I'm doing this?
What is commanding presence again?
So it's just any charisma-based check, persuasion, intimidation, so on. I get to roll my an extra D8.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's like I'm just like being like I'm talking
Role
as if I'm a
model.
larger figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Can we offer help
persuasion.
since we're helping
You
them?
certainly.
Okay. Well, I'll roll the persuasion.
Well, hold
Normal.
on. Roll it normal, and then let Chris roll to see if he helps you.
Okay. And then I'm also gonna roll.
Flat
Oh,
D20?
to get advantage.
Yeah, flat d20. If it's over 10, Mouse will get advantage on the roll. So, Matt,
So I
you
can roll
that.
again.
Exactly.
Okay. Please be higher than
Nice.
a 5. That's much better. And I'm still going to roll the commanding presence because I'm trying to embody, like, as if I'm
Impress.
speaking as someone actually sent by the king. So 1d8. Super commanding, but hey.
That's fine. It buffers you a little bit, and so you stand a little taller with Chris also having aid. You guys manage to talk with the goblins, and they definitely seem into the idea of forming an alliance with the kingdom in order to get a little bit better situation for themselves. And I think that's a really good spot to stop it for tonight.
All right.
So you have managed to find at least somewhat of the source of the blockage here, although you're not quite certain on how to fix it at the moment. But you have contacted the denizens of the cave and come to somewhat of an agreement. So great job.
Woohoo! We're solving a
Yay.
problem with our heads.
So you've traveled through the thing and to the subterranean, and now you just have that last aspect of the quest.
Remove the blockage. Next time on The Head of the Princess!
Okay. Now, Lauren, I'm just going to throw this out there. Because like the Oracle in The Matrix?
Yes.
Like she says, don't worry about that vase. And he's like, what vase? And then she's like, you know what the real pickle is? You're going to be wondering, I wonder if that would happen if I hadn't said anything later. And now I'm thinking, if I hadn't read this quest, would I have murder hoboed these goblins?
It's quite possible, right?
We might have still
It's like,
stopped.
I was ready to murder him, though.
And it was goblins following you guys behind as well.
It's a good thing I built that wall, because I would have attacked immediately.
It is. They were down where Chris wanted to go where the mushrooms were, and then you guys were making noise. So that I had them in the initiative when you were fighting the crabs, but then you didn't go down their tunnel, so they were like, all right, we'll just follow.
I'm actually quickly mapping out what would be the best route. Yeah, it's actually pretty easy. There's actually a really good route for doing this. But we'd have to, this area would actually probably get submerged again. But we could funnel it all down that way, and then because that goes around in a nice circle and then down a straight line towards the entrance. Yeah, I'm overthinking this.
But that's fine. Fucking
Control.
No, you're at least
let
you're
me,
getting a
let me
good
let me
layout.
make blockages and like lower the dirt and that.
yeah, you could control it on like one side and stuff.
You could also just build bridges over certain areas. You could basically make it a true underground canal that works better.
But you guys
Or
can
we could just
essentially
have
like
Kingston people.
walk around. It's funner if you guys do it though. I think it makes it more personal whenever this actually comes to fruition. Like,
Yeah, we'll be like,
help
we
yourself.
did it! Or all the goblins will drown, and we'll be like, we didn't do it!
We tried!
None of us are aqua engineers.
But at least we got an idea to go to Malzahar's minister and see if there's something that we can use to or try and sort this out.
Yeah, we could. Definitely. This will be cool.
I'm glad you guys liked it. This was a fun tunnel for me to build.
It's a nice tunnel.
Yeah, there was. I mean, like there was lots of little things for you guys to fight and destroy.
Did you build this on like Incarnate?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
I recognize the style. Nice.
It's really cool.
Thank you.
Also, I like this pulsing orb thing magic effect. That's pretty fucking sweet.
You're gonna get a closer look.
Oh god, I have to dive down there?
Yeah, who else can
Find
hold
the
their breath that long?
I can definitely hold my
An
breath.
air genasi?
Infinitely.
Well,
Alright.
someone's going for a swim.
Down,
Alright.
down, down, down.
How do you
Sky's
guys think you're
go
gonna
down.
deal with it?
Spaloosh. I don't know, we'll put it somewhere else.
Swan dive.
I feel like we send Chris down with an air bubble helmet produced by Sky, and then Chris examines the artifact that is doing this, and as I'm guessing like a tinkerer of sorts, he disables it like a bomb diffuser. And
I just blow
but
into it
first
like
we
a
build the
tube or
canals.
To my bubble, it's just Sky's breath is what I'm breathing in.
That's
Guys,
gross.
just
I
blowing
hate
into
that.
a fucking tube.
That's a pet peeve of mine. Breathing other people's air. Ugh.
You suggested it.
Have you
Yeah,
ever
well, I
played
figured
drown,
there
though?
was like. What?
So whenever I used to like competitively swim and stuff like that, and you would do the underwater swim, you can breathe out your air into your mouth and then like suck it back in.
For like a double dose with just
Yeah,
a little bit of CO2?
But just with a
Okay.
little tiny bit to get you a little farther. So your lungs don't feel like they're exploding, but you're definitely dying slowly.
Oh, great. That sounds fantastic.
I mean, if you're ever in that situation and you need a little bit more air.
Okay.
Life hack.
Use your
didn't
cheeks
know
as a balloon for storage.
Exactly. You guys can walk around here if you want to like explore this area a little bit to see like what they're living with.
If you
The
left us.
goblins.
Oh,
Yeah, the
I
goblins
could.
will be.
Disgusting.
Yeah, they're living in squalor.
Alright.
I wave at the goblins as I'm going by. Hi.
They're like confused, but none of them are outrightly hostile.
Sweet, that was awesome. The double leader thing was hilarious.
Oh no, I hated you so much.
I thought that would be
That's
great.
because you're like, I'm the minister's apprentice type thing. Okay, cool. Oh, and he's the king's apprentice. And when you say it, it's like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
It was really hard not to pull that card out, and you're like, "I'm the minister's apprentice," and I was like, "Bitch, I'm the king's apprentice."
Oh, fuck off.
You're
the king's lackey, okay? That's what you are.
Definitely like the opposite of that. I am
I
the
know,
thorn
I
in
know.
his side.
Alright.
Yeah, let me know what you guys think of this like session and how it was.
I thought it was great.
It was really good.
Good.
I think it's the first one I didn't use a spell though.
What?
I
You
mean,
use
some
so many
chaos
spells.
bolts.
Yeah.
No, I used
Move dirt.
cantrips. Oh, those were all cantrips. Nothing I used was an actual spell slot.
Those
I
are
used a
pretty
spell.
good cantrips.
I used a few spells.
Yeah. Yeah,
First time in a long time.
invisibility,
Good.
suggestion. Yeah, first time in a long time, Matt's been useful.
That was the intent. Was
I
for
have
both
such-
of you guys.
I have social magic.
I love though that it was the first session I used all three of the different control elements that I have. So flames, earth, and water were all used.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you did the
Thanks.
torch, and the water and ice, and the dirt.
Yeah, you guys are seeing the elemental powers of Sylphie.
I'm pretty surprised
See,
Sylphie
that
can't go
was-
invisible.
I don't have
Yeah.
invisibility.
That was hilarious.
I thought she could at one point.
I don't think she ever had.
It
I
was
think
a ring. It was
yeah.
that ring that randomly turned me invisible.
it still works like that.
Oh,
I
that's right.
sold it. I traded it. Remember, I
Oh,
gambled
right.
it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
gambled it away.
Oh shit! I didn't remember that shit.
Crazy. That was fun.
It was fun.
Now I just need to know your ideas on how you want to get rid of this so I can build it.
Nope.
All right.
I think the bomb disposal thing is a pretty cool idea. I'd be down for that.
Goes
How
down.
chaotic is the water around it?
It's pretty chaotic. Like, I would definitely not recommend this being a safe thing to do and go and touch.
Sylphie will fix that.
I definitely tried
We
to.
got this. With our skills
Oh yeah,
combined.
she can control elements.
Captain
And Sky
Connor.
can like probably do some wind air shit. We're golden.
This is probably like 40 tons of water, like
Yeah,
boiling in a
She
mass.
can control like she can change currents, but like only in one spot, so it would probably just create a whirlpool and make it even worse.
I'm a rock gnome too, so I'm denser than water, so I'm gonna sink. It's gonna work so good. Just like a little diver suit with an air bubble for a head.
I was just like, I was wondering about an ice bridge, but if the water's chaotic, it would just get washed away all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
creates
whatever they
serrated blades of
threw
ice
in
the
here,
water.
whatever they threw in here went to the bottom.
Well, that's our guess. We could also just ask the kingdom, because it took us 12 hours to get here. We quickly send a message back, which shouldn't take long, depending on how the place communicates with the kingdom either way.
I have a
And then we
contact
just have
stone
them
with
send
the royal
out.
family.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay, weird, but yeah.
I can also talk to anybody, anywhere, at any time.
Okay. We could easily get like a team of like engineers and magic people over ASAP to deal with this. But
Are you literally going to delegate this job to somebody else?
hey, I'm a minister's apprentice she delegated to me, and like her, I have the ability to delegate. That is true leadership.
I'm just a little miffed that I gave you this task and you're like, I'll delegate it. And I'm like, okay, I'll fix it then.
No, don't worry.
We have a whole kingdom
My
at our
problem is,
disposal, Lauren.
I'm
You
worried
realize?
we're gonna just fuck it up even more. But if you'd rather we fuck it up even more and attempt to do it ourselves, I'm down with that.
I would much rather that.
Okay.
Because otherwise
Okay, we
it just
got this.
feels like, yeah, you're just going to be like, high five, that was a great adventure. You got this kingdom. Which, like, I understand is fully capable, but fuck. Wouldn't it feel much better if you did it yourself?
Yeah, that's what you get for creating people that are actually self-sufficient.
Yeah, I get that.
I want the artifact. I want to wear it.
Oh my god. Okay.
If you have to break.
What are you doing? Throw it in the fire.
Do you guys hear the
Are we,
water?
I do.
Cool.
I did. I don't. Well, obviously I'm out now. But...
It's a little
Yep,
bit
I can
faint.
hear.
Ooh,
Hey,
I can
Matt.
turn it up a little bit.
Hey man.
Oh yeah, turkey dark. I might
Cheeky
make some,
breaky.
I might make some food.
Divide
for
my
that.
chi.
Suka sniper.
I'm down to. I'm down to take a break, like 15 minutes if you want to grab food. Although it also depends on Lauren. Can you let Matt play Tarky?
He's been playing all day. My back hurts.
But wow, he'll give you a 10-minute back rub.
Hey, wait a second. We recently got one of those massage guns where it's got like a little foam ball
nice.
on the end of it. It's like,
Okay, yeah.
it's pretty awesome. Definitely a recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
those things are great.
We got ours off Amazon, just picked by.
I don't want to
really.
get that thing. It just looks too suggestive.
It's pretty amazing.
Keep it away from your mouth, mouse.
Oh god, I looked at Lauren's
God, it's
screen.
really bad.
Oh god, I'm so scared.
No!
Ah! I've seen too much.
I
No, go away!
changed the game to Tarkov.
Have
Should I
a
jump
good night,
into your other
everybody.
Discord though, Matt?
Yeah,
Sure.
have
Yeah.
a good night.
Okay.
Thanks
Later,
for
guys.
playing.
Lauren, great session as per
Bye-bye.
usual.
Thank you.
Lauren, my inventory is now accurate, by the way.
Oh, sweet.